Well, folks, know y'all was wondering if I was coming on. Well, folks, yes, LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison, and you're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Folks, got a nice program for you today. Yeah, we're going to get it in. I know it's a little late, but I am constantly, really experimenting with the software. Just trying to make it as good as I can get it, man. I'm working on, interviews and got some interviews backed up that I can't do because I'm trying to, actually get my stuff together. You guys know what it is, okay? You guys know who, you know what, you know where. But guess what? We getting it in today, guys. We gotta get it in. We gotta talk. We gotta keep this women's MMA talk going. Tomorrow, though, I'll be doing some boxing talk, okay? I'll be doing a little bit of boxing talk, coming up soon. And, definitely we're going to see who's going to come on up in the house. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It's going to be cool, though. It's going to be cool. Trying to get the talk bubble up now so we can kind of see what's going on. Yeah. Oh. Well. Yes. Let's see how many people gonna roll up in the crib today. And you know what? It's gonna be a fun evening, guys. It's gonna be a fun evening. Let a couple of people roll up in here, guys, and then we're just gonna put the intro songs on and kind of have a little bit of discussion. I always like everything starts with a discussion, folks. A discussion. Yo. Ho. Okay, just setting up everything, guys. We're gonna go ahead and start. Not right now. We're gonna I kind of want to get my initial points off, bro, and then we're gonna get everything how we need it, man. We're gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna get everything how we need it. But I want to go ahead and get started because I really hadn't planned on being on for a long time tonight. I really kind of want to hit on some points, and then I kind of want to get on out. But I'm definitely gonna try to get on. Like I want to get on in the morning. I got a little bit of time. And yeah, man, yeah, George, I did. I did a post-fight analysis on Kayla Harrison. And I'm gonna talk about it. I actually kind of want to talk about what she did in the fight and just how she did overall. How she did overall. She didn't do too bad. Kayla Harrison looked pretty good, she did. It was pretty much one-dimensional, it was one-dimensional, but, she's a judoka, Kayla Harrison is a bona fide judoka, and the thing of it is that that's what she knows, so I was expecting Kayla Harrison to fight the way she fight. I was expecting it. But Baz Rutten, he was really trying to set her up. He was trying to. He tried hard. Okay, he tried extremely hard to get the girl to, call out a big name, and she wouldn't do it. And I'm kind of glad that Kayla Harrison, decided to do that. I'm glad she did because, had she not decided to do that, then the pressure would have been on. And see, she don't need any pressure. The girl just need to fight. She need to fight. She need to get it in and do what it is that she do. That's what she need to do. Okay. But the phone lines, I am going to open up the phone lines. Okay. I will be opening up the phone lines. The phone lines is free. It's a toll-free number. Okay. Yeah, George, she took the high road to me too, and I'm glad. I'm glad she did it because, it gets stupid, man. It gets stupid after a while. They get these girls and, they look like they can be halfway decent, or they look like they can put a little bit of hype behind them, and then it's like they start hyping them up as if they, become world beaters, and they're not world beaters. Okay, they're not world beaters. They're just not. Kayla Harrison, not a world beater yet. Okay, but she had a good start. I enjoyed watching her fight because now I can see what it is I needed to do. Now I kind of cheated. Okay, I got YouTube TV, and you know what? I'm thinking that I might go ahead and just get YouTube TV. It's $40 a month, man. It beats, it just beats everything, man. You can get all your TV shows. It's cheaper than direct TV. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna purchase that YouTube TV. Now I got it for the trial to watch this fight, and then I immediately canceled it. Okay, because I got so many other stuff, man. I got Phoenix fighting championships. I got Flow Combat. I mean, I got too many fight networks, on my bank account. And I'm paying them guys good to watch all these darn fights, man. I know, because I like supporting the fighters. I like putting my money where my mouth is. I support fighters, okay? But guys, let's go ahead. We're gonna start into the show. We're gonna start into the show. We're gonna get a little crazy up in here, And shoot, man, George, we gotta see, man. If it's just us, man, heck, we can come on, but I can't because I'm gonna be getting looked at like I'm crazy, man, if I stay on here too long tonight. But let's go ahead. Okay, let me go ahead and start out the intro video. You guys know who this is. Okay, stay tuned. These chicks underestimate you because of your age. Get ready for an ass whooping. What? Scratch that with no remorse. Taking blast that when I'm licking off. Have the beat, hard hitter when I'm getting off. These bitches with no father figures, they be tricking off. Feel me? They bees off the keys, knees, and that's for show. If they try to run between these, I'll blow they doors. Put the jinx on them all like the Southmores. Cause these bitches got the gall to holler hardcore. I'm cracking jaws. Have to be the Southpaw with no look. Give a fuck about these bitches, and that's the hook. You know how I'm gonna get it, split it off the books. And you ain't got to love me, trust me, simply put. Okay, that was the Belizean Bruiser, Mario Reynaud. That was Mario Reynaud, okay? I put up, the War Machine's intro music. Man, you know what? I got intro music all over the place. And shout out to my man George Page. He's in the chat room. He's in the stream. George, I definitely promise, man. We're gonna get it in, or even get your post-fight thoughts, or even on the call-in, man. Cause man, bro, I'm talking about when I say I'm mentally exhausted, man. Trying to really get the ins and outs of the software, trying to develop the interview tool, man. It's been going crazy, but I guess that's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. Cause George, when we start doing this, man, and then when I wanna like dial you in, on a Zoom chat, and we put it up on the screen, it's gonna look good, man. It's gonna look good. But Kayla Harrison has a lot of potential. I liked what I saw out of Kayla Harrison. I liked it, and you know what? I was impressed because she didn't rush. You know, she didn't rush. Kayla Harrison didn't rush. She took her time. When when it seemed like, man, when it seemed like that she, when Brittany Elkin started throwing some strikes, and Kayla Harrison just kind of, she just looked, she took a deep breath, and she took her down. That's what she did. Like I was impressed. Kayla Harrison really impressed me today. I was impressed with how she really just she held her composure, and she was ultra nervous, man. You can tell that Kayla Harrison was nervous as crap. You can tell she was nervous as crap. Okay, you can tell. Ah, shoot, George, come on, man. I'm bored. Let's get in, man. I can't stay on long, cause George, you keep me rolling, man. You got me rolling, George. But look, let's do it, dog. Let's do it. Okay, so look, let's jump on, and then we can see what your analysis. Maybe I don't even know if you saw the fight, George. I don't know if you saw the fight, but that's okay. I don't really care. Okay, I don't care if you saw the fight. I sometimes this one tonight it's gonna be a short one, man, cause and then coming up soon, the all women's MMA panel is going to start one day soon, where it'll just be all women. Okay, they will be actually talking about their thoughts. Okay, and it'll be the ladies, the combat sports ladies. They're gonna be doing their thing, man, and I can't wait. Okay, I can't wait. But we got some topics that we need to talk about, okay? We do. We got some topics. We got some business that we got to get going. We just got a lot to talk about, man. It's some topics up there. George, I know there are a couple of topics that you want to speak on. And you know what? Let's see. Let's see what's going on here, man. All right. So let's pull them on out, man. And look, man. Look. I just don't want dudes getting upset, man. You didn't give me a link today. You didn't give me a link. It's called chemistry. It's called chemistry. Okay? Tis called chemistry. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on, man. Let's see what y'all got. Okay. A lot of people were actually impressed with Kayla Harrison. I was. Okay. But, here's my thing, okay? Here's my thing. I don't want the news media, okay? I don't want the news media coming in and immediately saying, okay, hey, win Cyborg. That's not what I want. I don't want the news media doing that because y'all know the news media, man. They got a tendency to do that crap. They got a tendency to do that crap. They love doing that. Every single time some young hot prospect gets going, okay? Every single time. Guess what they do? Guess what they do? They immediately start hyping up, hey, you can beat everybody in the world. You can whoop everybody's ass. But then as soon as, that person get a tough challenge, guess what happens? They fall apart. And they never, ever want to take the fight. They don't want to take the fight. And folks, I say it and I say it again, okay? Because who was there when I made the videos when I said, hey, Megan Anderson, listen, Megan, I mean, you got a good thing going, Megan. Okay? You got a great thing going. Don't mess it up by saying you'll fight all these people. Okay? What did I say? Let the girl develop. I said that. I said that over and over and over and over. I said, let the girl develop. I said, please let her develop. Guys, don't do whatever you do. Whatever you do. Do not put Megan Anderson on top of a totem pole because if you do this, she is going to get her ass whooped. And what happened to Megan Anderson versus Holly Holm? She got whooped. Folks, that's just how that is. It's just the way that is. I tried, man. I tried helping Megan. But you know what? A lot of people said, Coach, you on some old BS, man. Megan got her butt whooped. I tried. Keith Brown, MMA and boxing, super chat. Keith Brown, MMA and boxing. Okay? George, I tried. I tried to help Megan, okay? I tried to help her. I tried to put out a video what she did right. But even people that know me, they just said, Coach, this is BS. I'm not gonna follow this, Coach. Screw this video. I had people like cussing me out. I watch your videos all the time, Coach, but what is this garbage that you just put up? But a lot of people did like it, but some people, they called me out. And George, I don't know, man. I was like, God, dog, are you serious? These people are rough. Because everybody knew that the jig is up with Megan. And we knew the jig is up. The jig is up. I tried to be unbiased. I tried to find stuff. I tried to find things that she actually did correctly. I tried, but I couldn't. Okay, I did the best I could. I thought the breakdown video was good. I thought I did a good job of outlining, Megan's skill set. I did. And she did catch Holly. I still believe to this day if Megan would have remained standing, she would have beat Holly. I still believe that. Okay? I'm not going to get off of that. I still believe it. Okay? Still do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what you people need to do, okay? I think what we got to do is we got to realize that Megan is not the fighter we thought she was, okay? I mean, we believe that Megan could actually be, a star. We believed it. I did. But she's not who we thought. And I tried to tell y'all. I tried to tell y'all this. I said the girl needed to develop. I mean, who saw the videos? I said, don't put her in there with anybody notable yet because she is not ready. I tried to tell people. But what did they do? Her management team, they did it. Okay? And then Ariel Helwani pulled her whole card, which that's what he should have did. You running around here saying that
Yep.
you are the best, and Ariel Helwani pulled your whole card, and everybody is upset with Ariel. Why? Why? I mean, he want to see the best fight the best too. We all do. Like, good grief, man. What's wrong with these people? Jesus, man. Okay, George, did you catch Kayla Harrison fighting?
Nah, coach, I didn't catch it. Like I said, I didn't see it till I came out here earlier when you posted. I looked at on my YouTube notification and you posted, and I looked at it, but I did not catch the fight. And he said the fight was only like 2 3 minutes, so.
Yeah, it was quick.
But somebody probably gonna post it on YouTube, and I'll look at it then.
They
But like you
might.
say, you're right about me. But you're right about me because she needed more time. She wasn't ready for a big show like this. And the thing is that some of these young fighters need to take and put yourself in a prospect. Say like this, you know what? I'm coming into the big show. Let me like get her like she should have did that first year because she sat almost a year without fighting, and they should have gave her a soft touch fight, and then she can fought somebody like Holly maybe 2 3 fights down the road. But then they put her with Holly, and Holly is just you know, she's being a boxer, a kickboxer. She's already a former bantamweight champion. She fought for the featherweight title twice, and I think that was a mistake. She should have just sit back, watch how things unfold, got a little more experience, and then somebody like Holly would have been a good fight for her, but not that soon. It
Hmm.
was on soft touch, and the
Yeah.
problem was it was the UFC should have known better than that. Put
Well,
in such a green, like you said, she's a greenhorn like her into a fight with a professional killer.
all right. Let me say hey real quick to the chat. All right, Big Joe Johnson, Big Joe Johnson, Big Joe Johnson's in the chat. Okay, Reggie the Tree
Mm-hmm.
is in the chat. My main man, Reggie the Tree. Okay, I see
You're
Arpit.
Richie.
I see Arpit is rolling around down there. He's there. Okay, so we're gonna keep this is gonna be a very very short live stream. Okay, all right. So with Kayla Harrison's career, okay, it's just gotten started. I thought she did well. She's 27. She got a little bit of time. She got a couple of years before she started taking on the elite fighters. Okay, in my opinion, I don't want to read tomorrow because if I see Kayla Harrison and Cyborg in the same sentence, I'm making a video and I'm going to ether these news media people because they tried to, man. They tried to. They asked the girl about Cyborg, and what is she gonna say? What do you expect her to say? She's gonna say, well, yeah, I think one day I want to fight Chris. It's typical. It's what she is gonna say. But the thing of it is, you know what? Because if Chris come looking for you, and if she say, okay, let's fight, we know that she's not going to be ready. So I'm saying to any news media, if you come across this video, okay, shut your damn mouth, and you know your damn level when it come to Kayla Harrison. It's levels to this, okay? It's levels to this. That's just how it
And it,
is. It's levels to this. You're not gonna put
but
her in the octagon with Chris Cyborg and expect her to do well. You're gonna demoralize the girl, and you're gonna walk her right into a magical ass whooping. It's what you're gonna do. Okay? We can't do this. We can't do it. We just can't. Okay? Allow Kayla Harrison to go. Okay, into LFA. Okay, if she's tired of PFL, allow her to go into LFA, build a career. If she's tired of LFA, allow her to go into Invicta, build her career. Okay, let her get 2 fights in LFA, or let her get a couple more fights in PFL. Let her get 2 fights in LFA. Let her get 3 fights in Invicta, and then it's time. Okay, and in
mhm,
2 years' time, Kayla Harrison can do all of that. Okay, because she's real young, she gonna fight a lot. Okay, she can probably get all that done between 18 months and 24 months. Kayla Harrison can complete the task, okay, of getting all those fights and moving on and then be ready to fight in the UFC. Because we know that the UFC they're gonna come after. If she keeps winning, they're gonna want her, okay?
mhm.
I mean, she got to look. That's just how it is, okay? That's just it ain't me, coach. You hating? I'm not hating. That's just how that is. She has the look and they're gonna want to. And you're gonna have every Kayla Harrison simp. I mean, you're gonna have guys with Kayla Harrison, calendar posters. I mean, you're gonna have guys with with Kayla Harrison underwear shot. I'm telling y'all, it's coming. Okay, and all the Ronda Rousey simps, they're gonna go right over to Kayla Harrison. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna go right over to Kayla Harrison. They're gonna be over there, and you even make a breathe. Hey, Kayla could have done this right. Don't you attack Kayla? Don't you? And I'm gonna be making an
Oh
Exposing
God.
Sims Volume 6, the Kayla Harrison edition. I know I am. God knows. I swear to God, I think I will be. Okay. Don't do Kayla like this. Don't let please y'all. If any of y'all care about the girl career, just shut up. Okay. Let this girl be who she is. Don't let she not the next Ronda Rousey. I don't want to call her the next Ronda Rousey 5.0, okay? But if she start running her mouth, if she start running her mouth, and if you got stupid media that start backing her up when if she say something stupid, then guess what's gonna happen? The same thing gonna happen to her as did happen to Ronda Rousey. Same thing.
Mhm.
Ronda Rousey. She gonna get the Ronda Rousey disease, and Kayla Harrison will be begging the coach for some Coach Shelton Harrison holy water. Okay. I mean, how you feel about that, George? I mean, what do you think, man? Your honest opinion. Like, just have at it.
Well, like I said, you're right, Coach. If she don't, listen too much to the simps and just build herself up and just you know, get yourself a reputation. If you keep winning, you like say fight, like at least fight 3 or 4 fights in PFL, take maybe 4 or 5 fights here at LFA, then wait for the call. Say, well, we'll bring up the Victor. At least fight a year or two in the Victor, and then wait to see to get the call for UFC. She shouldn't. Like I said, and the problem is that, Coach, no matter how much you try to tell the simps not to hyper up, they're going to hyper up anyway because they're stupid. They're not thinking about her future. They're thinking about they want to see somebody fight Cyborg and beat her, and say we want to beat Cyborg, but it's not going to happen.
Well,
If Cyborg still stays in UFC and still fights, then and if she like I say, if UFC offers her a contract and offers some competition, and maybe in 2 more years, and you know Kayla's ready, let's set it up. But if not, then they should keep their mouth
oh,
shut. Let this girl.
okay. Hey, hold on, man. I ain't mean to cut you, bro. Arpit
Oh,
done
go ahead.
already linked it out. Arpit Singh has already told us, okay?
Oh
They're
God.
already on her Twitter saying she's coming for Cyborg. Well, hot dang. Let's
Oh
let's let's go to
God.
it. Let's go to her Twitter and let me see if I can get this idiot's Twitter up on the screen. Okay? And let me see if these idiots are on her Twitter. I'm sorry. Kayla Harrison is not the idiot.
Good.
It's the idiot saying.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
it's oh
because I'm
God.
telling you this it's gonna be bad. I'm trying to tell y'all now. I'm telling y'all now it's
Mhm.
coming. Coach Damas is here in effect. I'm going on there right now, and let's see if what he says is legitimate. Okay, let's see if what he says is legitimate. Okay, if these guys are already saying that, oh bruh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be extremely bad for Miss Kayla. It's gonna be a long time, man. People gonna be on her. The pressure gonna be. I think these guys need to chill, man. These guys need to chill
Oh
out, like
God.
for real.
They'll get this girl killed. They'll get this girl killed. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just give her a chance to develop. Let her, it's that
Hold on.
white hype it's that great white hype syndrome they have. It was like with
Oh
Jerry
Lord.
Clooney when he was coming up.
Yep, you got some people. Just had a chat with Sugar Ray Safo. Had a PFL 2 tomorrow. He told me that he held mitts for Kayla Harrison and Cyborg. Kayla Harrison hits as hard as Cyborg. Oh Lord. Okay.
Oh
I
boy.
told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. What I tell y'all? I be damned. I will be damned. Are you
I,
man?
it's too late. It's just
Who is
she
Sugar
needs to
Ray
just go
Sifo?
ahead.
I got to find out. Sugar Ray Sifo. This got to be the dumbest mofo on God's green earth. Okay. Oh. Okay. He's the president, the PFL president. Okay, of operations. I will be damned. You what?
Why are
This
you
is what
setting
I'm
this
talking
girl
about.
up for failure?
This is what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about.
Setting this
See,
girl up for failure.
PFL, they gonna hype this girl head up. Didn't I tell y'all? Coach Damas is on the road. I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all?
Hmm.
Okay, TC Johnson, if you're around, man, I got it. I told you yesterday I wanted to get your opinion, man. And if you're up for it, man, just let me know, man. But I told y'all, I, George, hey George, look,
Yeah.
how many weeks we been calling this, George? For how many weeks?
About at least ever since she started talking about it, at least about 3 4 weeks, maybe about a month.
God, you see what I'm talking about, man? They get a freaking blonde, man, and soon as they stop. Just let the girl damn
It's
develop.
coach, like I said,
Damn.
it's great white hype syndrome. It goes back to boxing, it goes back to Jerry Clooney, it goes back to Tommy Gunn Morrison. It goes back to almost every fighter that's white when they come in there, and especially when special division is dominated by a minority fighter, be it black, be it Brazilian,
Bruh.
Spanish. They have this push for the great white hype. I mean, that's what it is.
These some
And
dumb. These are some
it's
dumb
and, it,
mofos. These some dumb
and the thing is
mofos.
always the thing always is about the blonde, the blonde bombshell thing, and that's what it is. And they should just let us know this girl is not ready for the big show. She just
These
it wasn't long when she was in the Olympics. That's been about a couple of years ago.
these are
She
some dumb.
just they yeah
These are some
she
dumb
just
mofos. Okay.
she just debuted, and now they want to compare her to Cyborg. No, you can't compare somebody like Cyborg who's been in the game for over 20 years, who has fought in probably in
Mm,
back alley bouts, for next to nothing, and then and fighting, maybe 2 or 3 fights and 4 or 5 fights in a week, and and
mm.
developing her skills, her skin is getting. I mean,
Huh.
and this girl just
Okay.
got in, but they
Okay.
want her to they want her to fail before she even starts.
Okay,
They,
George.
you know,
Let's answer this guy, cause okay, Dre Criggs.
oh no,
Hey Dre, it's so nice of you to come back. It's so nice of you to come back after Megan got her ass whooped, isn't it?
uh,
Wasn't you the one that hyped up? Hey Dre, how you gonna explain this? Wasn't you the guy that said that Megan was gonna beat up Holly Holm?
oh, he talking about the channel minority bias, but
So,
not nine, but we just
minority. So listen. Okay, I must say to you, okay, I must say to you, when you say those kind of things, okay. Now, am I a minority? Well, I'm black.
yeah,
Okay, George is black.
I'm
Let's
like,
see. General Africa is black. Arpit is
mm-hmm,
Indian. TC is white. Let's see. Reggie the Tree probably is black. Let's
uh,
see. Dennis
Chief
Espinoza
Brown was
probably
definitely
is
Browns.
half and half. I think he's mixed, white and Hispanic. Okay, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, Dre.
Wallace Mom is Spanish.
Yeah. So I
Uh,
think we got a melting
Tarbe,
pot
Mary
of
Thomas
people.
Black.
And if you look on the screen, look at all the
Yeah,
different colors of women on the screen. Good grief. Who
yeah.
am I to? I see Reynoso and Gano. I see Shevchenko and Montano. I think you're seeing what you want to see. Because
He's talking about Holly.
Dre, Dre, check it out, bro. I love debates, okay? I love debates, especially guys like you that write stupid articles. I love debates. And I'm going to tell you something, Dre. Let me tell you something right now, man. This is good. Oh, this is good. This is great. Dre, if you were even around this channel, did you look at the video that I made about Megan who got her ass whooped? But I made a video, okay? I made a video and I said what Megan Anderson did right. Did you watch the video, sir? Because if you did, then what you just said sounds dumber than your name. Okay, what you just said sounds dumber than the popcorn Pop Tart zit on your nose. Okay, you need to get that zit off your nose, okay? I'm just telling you. No. I'm not attacking you, Dre, because of articles. I'm not attacking you. You feel attacked. You the one came on here and attacked us because we're saying the obvious. They're trying to hype up Kayla Harrison. They're already starting it. They see the blonde. They're going to go for the hype instead of letting this girl have her way. But you didn't watch the video of me on Megan Anderson, did you? He didn't watch the video. He didn't watch the video that I made on what Holly Holm did, right? Did he? Didn't do that,
Mm-hmm.
did he? Did he, George? He did. He couldn't have,
No,
because if he watched those videos, then what he said is just stupid, right?
because
I made a
like
video
I
on
said, I
Holly
watched
Holm.
that fat. Yeah.
I made a video on Megan Anderson, what Megan Anderson did right, what Holly Holm did right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are film studies, my man. They're film studies. Are you serious? I made the film studies biased. Biased. Everybody on here, listen. I don't think you ever say this, okay? And let's do this, okay? If TC Johnson told me, hey, you know what? I like this fighter because they look like me. You know what I'm going to say to him? That's what he's supposed to say. Okay? TC is a white guy. He identifies with white people. He probably grew up around a lot of white people. I'm not offended if TC says, you know what? I'm going to go with this person. I don't care if they white and if TC says, okay. Because nobody, you don't say that to the Asians. When the Asians, when they go for their fight, you don't say that. When the Hispanics, oh, I'm going for them because they're Mexican. You don't say that. Only when black people and white people, you know, when blacks and whites say I'm going for this person, people, they got a problem with it. They got a problem with it. Okay? They got a problem with it, George. They hate it. They can't stand it. I like a good debate.
Like
Okay?
this also just like every time you have a fight, you have two black fighters. You kind of split. You support the fighter you like, or you support one you don't like. It's just all depending on it. But that's it. Like anytime you go see a fight, and there you got like okay, you got a white fighter, or you have somebody who's Spanish. Then if you're Spanish, go support the Spanish fighter. If you're white, go support the white fighter. If somebody's black and somebody's Asian, if you're black, you're gonna support the black fighter, and if you're Asian, you'll support the Asian fighter. That's how it is. People like to see somebody that represents them.
Yeah,
When you go in the fight,
that
you
don't
like to
mean
see somebody represent you.
and that don't mean you racist if you do that.
No.
That don't mean you racist. You know what make you racist? You start spouting off N-words. You start calling
Mhm.
people derogatory names out of their name.
Yeah.
It don't make you racist if you pull for somebody who you can identify with, okay?
Mhm.
That's called culture.
Mhm.
It's called culture. I don't get
Yeah.
offended.
Like
I don't me like me and
this is
Benji, we
yeah.
argue about everything under God's hot sun. We disagree on fighters that we like. But at the end of the day, Benji is a cool dude. He cool. And I can tell you right now, I can vouch for the guy character. Me and TC Johnson, we don't agree with anything. We 50-50. But I tell you what, I bet you, TC would probably have a beer. I don't drink. But I'd probably be drinking a glass of water. He'll have a beer. I bet him and I can sit here. I bet we laugh it up. I bet me and TC would laugh it up all day. Because I know what kind of person TC Johnson is. Okay? Dennis Espinoza. We different. I guarantee you. You, me, Dennis, we can sit at the table, watch a sporting event, and I bet you we'll have fun. Seriously. It's just just what it is. All right, George, you're getting a little bit too graphic in the comment thread, man. Come on now. We got to get that up out of there, man. We got to get that out of there,
That's
man.
like
PG-13 channel, man. Okay.
uh,
But, with that being said,
just to break the monotony a bit, Coach.
I actually went, okay? But here's what I did. I actually went, okay? I went out of my comfort zone, and I sat and I made a 20-minute video on what Megan Anderson did right. Because I'm a pugilism. I'm a fan of pugilism. I like fights. And I actually saw things that Megan did correctly. See, but, guys like this guy, you're going to ignore, okay? You're going to ignore that because you want to keep a narrative. Oh, yeah. Well, he's minority biased. But Valentina Shevchenko, my favorite fighter. How the hell you gonna explain that? How's he gonna explain that? Dumb idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think he's gone now.
he should be. And that's why Megan got her ass whooped. Guys like you hyping her up. Guys like you saying that she can beat Cyborg. Amita, this girl ain't done jack in MMA. Ain't done hardly anything, but automatically we hyping her up. I'm gonna tell you what, I should have been a guy giving Megan that interview, because you know what I would have told Megan? I would have said, Megan, listen, you're a talented fighter. You got a lot of raw talent, and I see your potential, but Megan, listen, it's not time for Cyborg yet. It's not time yet, okay? Listen, build your legacy, one fighter at a time. And then, Megan, Then Megan, then when you start, okay? Then when you start doing your thing, okay, now it's time to get to the best of the best, Megan. See, that's what I would have told. I would have been real with her. I wouldn't have told her a lie. I don't believe in lying to people. If a fighter ever asked me, what do you think? Okay? Like, seriously. If a fighter ever asks me, what do I think? You know what I tell him? I tell him what I think. Liz Phillips said, who you think gonna win the fight? I said, well, I think Valentina gonna beat Juliana. I mean, I didn't agree with Liz because I like Liz. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, now, Dre, I got something to say about that, okay? So, the prison tattoos. How many black people and how many brown people actually went around the world and they slaughtered millions of people? Come on. I mean, I need you to ask that, okay? How many brown and black people actually went around and they looked at people because of how they looked and they slaughtered them? Nazis did, right? You can leave the message up, that's fine. Because it's the truth. Who whining? Okay? Andrew KGB Lee husband, racist. How you gonna explain that? Brown pride, yeah. Cain Velasquez, he's proud. He's proud of his heritage. See, he's proud of heritage. Mike Jackson is proud of his heritage. But there are no black people and brown people going around slaughtering millions of people like the Nazis did. I think you ought to do your history. I think you should do your history. Okay? This guy's a Nazi. Do you know what the Nazi stood for? Death, destruction, mutilated, rape. Think about it. How many black and brown people just went on a killing, raping, and just destroying spree? Now I need you to think about that. How many Nazis did? See, you can't debate me. You can't win. There's nothing you can do. You can't win a debate, dude. Not based on stupidity. Can't do it. You can't. And I've never ever, even when I was growing up, because I know so many guys like you, you want to establish that because I criticize Megan, so I'm racist. Okay. I criticize Megan, so automatically you got that in your head. See, that's ingrained in you. See, you was taught that from when you was a boy. Okay? You was taught that when you was a little boy. You was taught that if a black person criticized somebody who looked like you was taught to think that, well, listen, let me just go ahead and turn the tables and let me just go ahead and deflect that and call him a racist. Well, you can't call me that. Because I got interviews. I got interview proof. Okay? I got interview proof. I got interview proof. Okay? You can call in, Dre. If Dre want to talk so bad, he can call into the hotline. Okay? He can call into the hotline and I'll destroy him in the hotline. But I got interview proof. I mean, I interviewed what? Antonina Shevchenko, Jarena Jojo Bars, Mina Grusander. These are all white people. I had no issues interviewing them. Why? Because they like fighting. Interviewed several white people. I mean, Alicia Zappatella. I interviewed her. Tanya Evinger. Leah Letson. And do you think that they would interview me if they thought I was a racist? Do you think they interviewed me? They probably wouldn't. Easy work. Easy work. Boy, you smashed to smithereens. So my thing is with Kayla Harrison, guys like you don't need to hype them up. Not yet. When Kayla Harrison do some damage in LFA, when Kayla Harrison do damage in Invicta, when Kayla Harrison then get a couple of fights on that belt in the UFC, now it's time, okay? And I'll leave the phone line open for this guy, okay? You guys got my word. I'll leave the phone, and I'll even let him talk. I'll let him talk. I'll let him say what he's going to say. I will leave the phone line open for this guy. If he got the nerve to call in on the phone line, then good grief, I'm right here, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Who is this? Let's get him. Okay, let me see. All right. Nobody yet, okay? I will allow this guy to call in. I'm one of these people, man. I like a debate, and I like for it to be good. Okay, TC, thank you about the interview, man. Yeah, man, I was disappointed, though, because, I asked her the right questions. And, me and Hannah Gabriels, we had a lot of great chemistry when we were interviewing. It was fun. Because she originally told me, look, Coach, I only got 30 minutes to give you. That's it. This girl gave me damn near an hour, man, but she just got so comfortable. But my software. You know, I thought I had my software on point, and it's just like the images. You know, everything else looked good, but it's just like then the sound. You know, I had to fix the sound. So you know, I'm really OCD. So in my world, being OCD, it sucks because if it's not perfect, then you know I get into these. I get upset. You know, I get overly angry when something goes wrong that I plan. And when I do interviews, I plan them out. You know, I don't like for the audio quality to be bad. I like for each, you know, for the fighter to be heard. I like all of that stuff, you know. I want the interviews to be perfect, okay? All right, this clown, you know, he's not going to call, okay? So the phone lines will remain open, okay? And if this clown wants to call, then he has every right to call, okay? I'll give him that. I'm not going to, you know, pick on him or make him feel bad. I ain't going to overtalk him. I ain't going to do none of that. I'm just going to educate him with straight facts. It's hard to beat me in a debate. It's not going to happen like that. You're going to have to work to beat me in a debate, okay? All right. Yep. Okay. So, Dre, the hotline. Don't block him yet. The hotline. If you want to call and talk about this man to man, you can call right now, okay? If you want to call and talk about this right now, I would love for you to call, okay? I would love for you to call. We ain't going to double team you. George, I'll tell George to mute his microphone. I'll do all of that, okay? You did insult me. Sir, you insulted me when you said, you know, you insulted me, okay? I tell you what, call in on the hotline then. If you really want to talk that bad, call in on the hotline. If not, then what are you complaining for? You got every opportunity. Every opportunity. Come on, call. The number is toll free. I'm sure you got a cell phone. I'm sure you got a cell phone. I'm ready. I'm ready to give you that work because I can tell you right now what it is. I'll even purposely pull my man George out of the stream so you can actually get yourself so you don't have to feel like you double team. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. I give you 5 minutes, and then after that, if you don't come in, if you don't make the phone call in 5 minutes, then I know that you don't want to talk. Okay? I know you don't want to talk, and I know you're not about, you know, I know you ain't about that business. So I give you 5 minutes because I'm a nice guy, but after that, you finna get slapped with the wrench. Okay? If you can't
Coach,
say
not
nothing,
about that life.
if you can't say nothing, and if you can't, you know, if you're gonna make a blanket statement, and if you're gonna say that only big up minorities, then okay, great. Then you better be prepared to defend that statement. You better be prepared. So call. If not, I'm gonna slap you with the wrench. You can come back another day when your attitude is better. How about that? You said don't call you a clown, but you know, but see, and then you want to play victim. You want to play the victim now. You came on here and straight, and you did insult me. You insulted me when you came on. What is this? A kind of minority bias channel? Like, what the hell is that? I mean, you don't think that's an insult? Yeah, man, cut it out, dude. Roasting, I don't even have to roast you. It's easy work. Okay, you got 4 minutes to call in. You got 4 minutes.
TikTok,
Dial the
TikTok,
hotline now. We waiting on you, Dre. I know you're not
TikTok,
afraid
TikTok.
because you write articles, man. I know you're not afraid. Just call in. I ain't gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna let you talk. I will let you talk. I'm gonna let this man have his, you know, he can have his say. The first complainer, tick tock, let's go. Tick tock. You don't want that work. You don't want that work. You don't want the work, man. I'm literally giving you an opportunity. Call now. I sound like I'm one of them televangelists, man. That's what I sound. I feel like a televangelist. Call the hotline now, brother. Oh, call the hotline now, brother. Oh, Lord. Call the hotline now. You got 3 minutes, son. 3. If you don't want to come in, then shut your damn mouth and know your level. Okay? If you don't want to call in, shut your damn mouth and know your level because the coach will slap the yellow right off your teeth.
No, coach, like this coach be like, well, the Rock want to let you you'll walk the talk, or you'll talk the walk. So either know your role and shut your mouth.
You got 2 minutes and 14. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. You got 2 minutes and 18 seconds to call in on the hotline.
Tick tock,
Where you
Dre.
at,
Tick
Dre?
tock.
Take your
Tick
cell
tock,
phone out.
Dre.
It's a toll-free number. You will not be charged. And matter of fact, if you think you're going to get charged, send me the bill. I'll pay it. I'll pay it. Okay? He's got 2 minutes left, y'all. This guy not serious. And I saw some of the numbers leave. I think this dude done left the live stream. God dog. What? Are you serious? How's he gonna explain not coming in? I'd love to talk to you. Yeah, I'm a conversationalist. I would love to talk to you. I mean, George promised I ain't gonna talk over you. I'll let this guy have his say, and then I'll debunk him
Mm-hmm.
completely, and I'll decimate him in a debate. I will destroy this guy in a debate. Cause see,
Coach, you don't want to.
Because his talking point was, okay, I'm whining. I didn't whine about Mike Jackson or Cain Velasquez when they had their, he had a brown pride and Mike Jackson had on a black power. Okay, the Black Panthers ain't running around mutilating people. They didn't go around raping people. Okay, they didn't go around doing all that stuff. I mean, think about it. When have you ever seen a group of black and brown people going around killing, raping, and murdering people? I'm talking about like on a wide scale. You haven't. Nazis did that. So and it's not even me. It's even other Caucasian people that had an issue with that. I mean, honestly, it's other Caucasian people that literally had an issue with the tattoos. They had an issue with that. So I mean, I don't know. Are you gonna go talk to them? Are you gonna ask them about that? Are you gonna ask the other white people that had an issue? Of course you're not gonna do that. Of course you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. God dog, man. These guys are too. This guy got 10 seconds. He's got 10 seconds to make the call, guys. He's got 10, and you know what? Something wrong with him. He's not making a call. Okay, that's it. Okay, Dre, your time's up. You come in here and you start talking that nonsense. I ain't gonna block you. We just gonna slap you with the ring. We can remove, cause he ain't using no N words. I'm good with that. But we're going to get them up out of there, though. We're going to keep removing the comments, timing them out. Then you'll get the message, okay? Tired of these keyboard warriors, man. Always got something to say, but then don't want to call in. Okay. And since we own that, George, let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's
Yeah.
talk about this, okay? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Anastasia Yankova, okay?
Okay.
She was the one, she supported Andrea KGB Lee on her decision to support her husband, okay? But she's also sponsored by White Rex. That's the neo-Nazi T-shirt company. I mean, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, anything's a Russian, she shouldn't be associated with, because the Russians killed a lot of Nazis. Nazis killed a lot of Russians during World War II. They took off a good part of Russia when the war started. And if anything, understand you need money, but not that bad. Because you lie yourself with a company like that, that's going to hurt you in the long run. Just taking somebody's money just because they give it to you is not worth it. And I know she wanted to free KGB because she considered maybe a friend, or they're both in the same weight class. I think they probably fought each other in the past. They might have. But understand, you should say that, hey, girl, you really might need to tell your husband to either cover the tattoos or keep his happy ass home whenever you fight. He is just be invisible. He can be, be at home and congratulate you on the phone, but he don't need to be around you. And you support this, it's going to hurt you, because you know what? It's not like it used to be now. Even though with the new climate of what's going on because of Agent Orange in the White House, it's still people don't like this stuff. People have to, we're trying to, like, it's hard for people to get past the fact of the past. It's like, well, it's like you're always thinking of the past, but the past what makes the future. And
Well,
if you can't change the past, but you can change the future.
you can. You can definitely change the future. And here go the thing, man. Here go the thing. See, the thing of it is, man, when you lose your reputation, okay, it don't matter how much money you got, because see, when your reputation go, the money is gonna follow. Okay, when you lose your reputation, the money will end. It will follow. And see, you're gonna have issues. And see, when you lose your money, but and you lose your reputation. See, you can use your reputation. You can get on your grind. You can get more money. But see, you can't get another reputation back when it's gone. And see, people just
Hmm.
don't get it. See, you know, you are the consequences of the choices that you choose to make. So if you want a quick dollar now, that's all it is. But see, you know, there's a devil. You know, and people don't believe when I get into the spiritual side, when I talk spirituality, and when I talk about demon spirits, people don't believe that stuff. But I tell you what, the demonic entity that's in that whole thing called White Rex, they're doing nothing but spreading hate. They're doing nothing but spreading, you know, just racism and hate. They're doing that. And see, if you're telling me that's normal, that's not normal. And if you're telling me that whatever they paying you, if it's worth your reputation, okay, then you know what? You sold your whole reputation out, and people, they're gonna know. Okay, the people are gonna know that you sold your reputation out. And see, I'm gonna tell you, man, just because you think, okay, you don't need minorities, you don't need the minority dollar, you don't need that. That's all good and dandy. But when your reputation has left you, it's hard to make more money because people won't believe in you. They're not gonna trust you when your reputation sucks. But when your reputation is good, opportunities are gonna be there. I'm gonna tell you stories just like, man, when I got my very, very first job, and there's certain things at a job that I just won't do. Okay, like one, I don't go in a room and talk about my boss. Okay, I don't do that. When people disgruntled, you can be disgruntled by yourself. Okay, and I call this the Daniel principles. I got this right out the Bible. I studied Daniel. Okay, I studied him because Daniel was a man. He always got opportunities. He always had wealth. He always had money. And listen to this. You know, every time something happened to Daniel, everything turned out good for him. Like it always turned profitable. So I said, okay, let me follow Daniel. Let me see what he do. So you know, I did stuff at work. You know, I didn't talk about my boss. I didn't care to. I didn't gossip. I didn't do it at work. I didn't want to because you know it got to the point where people they wouldn't ask me, Coach. You know, hey, I mean, you feel like going out drinking with us? No, because I don't drink. So they knew not to ask me. Hey, I mean, do you want to get in here and play all this rap music? They know I don't listen to rap music with all the cussing and the hoes and the bees in it. They know I don't listen to that mess. So guess what? You know, if they have a function and if I gotta be there, oh yeah, oh yeah, well we'll play this music. Oh, but that, you know, they always say but that. Then they talking about but that coach, nope, he ain't gonna listen to that. So we gotta do something else. If it's bad food in the meeting, if it's bad, evil, demonic food in the meeting that these people be eating, putting in their body, guess what they do? Yeah, man, we can serve that, but that coach, he ain't gonna want to eat that. See, but that's how I establish things. Now, when you follow these principles, you got to beware because here come the haters. And they're going to try to bring you down. They're going to try to do everything they can. They're going to plot, they're going to scheme. But in the long haul of things, when you got your reputation, it don't matter. Because can't no plot and scheme hurt you because guess what happened to Daniel? They threw Daniel into the lion's pit. They threw him in there, and guess what? You know, he woke up. Woke up the next day. The king
Hmm.
yelled down, Daniel, you okay? Yeah, king, I just slept. He slept with the lions. And then the men that tried to
Hmm.
set up Daniel, guess what they did? The king threw them into the lion's den, threw them in. And before they even hit the bottom, the lions devoured them and destroyed them. See, that's called the Daniel principles. If you follow that, you follow those rules, you'll prosper. So I know I ain't got to sell my soul, you know, to wear some white Rex t-shirt. You know, I ain't got to do that. I don't have to. And she didn't have to. If she thought better of herself, she wouldn't have to do all that. But that's what she did. So, this somebody else who's supporting somebody else that's got neo-Nazi beliefs. That's just how it is. I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, man. We not, but I'm putting that out there. I'm putting it out there because it's the truth. And people don't like truth. See, people always ask me, Coach, you know, if you do this, man, you'll be you. I mean, you'll definitely be at 10,000 subs. Well, I don't want to do that because if I gotta sit here and if I gotta buck dance and if I gotta teeter tot back and forth, okay, instead of just talking about what I really believe, I don't care if people wouldn't like it, but at least they know I'm being as honest as I can. And unfortunately, when you get people following you under a false pretense, when you actually try to be yourself, being yourself is somebody they're not gonna like anyway, and they're gonna stop following you. It's common sense. Okay? It's common sense. I mean, it is what it is. Okay? So she can choose to wear these shirts, but it's gonna come back on them. And Scott Coker and Bellator, they gonna get those questions. I done already called Bellator, and I'm finna light them up. I'm finna light them up. I'm finna light them up, and I'm finna ask the question: why are you condoning a person? You see, the UFC did one thing. The UFC did one thing, George. They did one
Mm-hmm.
thing that was good. They banned White Rex T-shirt. They banned them. That's the only good thing I can say that the UFC did. They banned them, and they said that nobody, if you fight for the UFC, they can't give you any sponsorship, anything. They can't do it. Okay, and if you are, then you're completely removed from the UFC. They take you out. That's the only thing that the UFC did right in my eyes. Okay, they banned him immediately because they knew the backlash they were gonna get. They knew it. They knew it. And no major company, man, I don't care who it is, they don't want to be labeled. They don't want to be identified with racist. Now they'll take a racist money. Oh, they'll take their money. They'll take their money, but they don't want you to know that they're cooperating with them. I mean, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They really don't want you to They don't want you to know that they're cooperating with them. Okay, they just not. Okay, now Flower Child just came in. Little 95, what's up? Can one have love without hate or bravery or without fear? I think a person can have love because if you love people, then you don't hate. Okay, but if you hate everything, then what do you love? You just love your own hatred. Okay, we talking about this fighter, Anastasia Yankova. I used to follow this fighter. I used to follow this fighter. Okay, and I used to watch this fighter. I've got post-fight analysis videos on this fighter. But come to find out, she is actually chilling. She's being sponsored by a neo-Nazi corporation called White Rex, and they have a lot of neo-Nazi belief. They push hatred. They do all of the above. Okay, all of the above. So it just is what it is. I don't want to turn this into like a race debate. I don't want to turn it into that. But I'm just saying, you have the option to hate. You do. You have the option to hate and you got the option to not hate. But I tell you, for everybody, that if you hate somebody based on what you think they look like, you're gonna live a short life. You're gonna live a short life. And you're gonna die before you're ready to die. You will die. Hate will kill you. And I know I'm going into a lot of segues, but I want to educate people because I want y'all to live a long time. Because when I was in the hospital 13 years ago, 13 years ago. I'm going to tell y'all how bad this hate is, man. 13 years. Okay? I was in the hospital, and me and this guy, we had the exact same condition. We had the exact same condition, him and I. And, when I used to have a high hatred for my own daddy. Okay? I had a high hatred for my own dad. I couldn't stand him. And that hate was eating me up inside. They were trying to tell me this was wrong with me and this was wrong with me. But my pastor was a smart man. He said, whoever you hate, you need to stop because if you don't, it's going to kill you and you'll never get out of this hospital. That's what he told me. And then my own mother came to the hospital. She said, there's a reverse to this, but you got to stop being so stupid. That's what my mom told me. And my mom was always hardcore. She was very hardcore. She never sugarcoated anything for me. She just told it like it is. And she walked out the room. My mom stayed for 2 minutes. She walked out the room. And I said, that man, my mom get on my last nerve. My mom, but she was right. My mom was so right. She was right about everything. Whenever I didn't listen to my mom, that's why I got put out. But then in my adult years, I'm in a hospital, and how can she be more insensitive? I thought, nah. My mom was trying to tell me that hate will kill you when you hate somebody. And this other man was telling me how many people pissed him off. He was telling me how many people he couldn't let go. And I knew right then and there that was my sign. That was my sign to, what, I better stop hating my daddy. I better stop because I'm going to die in this hospital. I called up my dad that day, and I ain't even tell him I was in the hospital. I just said, Dad, check it out, man. I know you've been a terrible father. I said, you sucked as a father. But I said, man, we need to figure out a way to get this thing done. We need to figure out a way to talk to each other, communicate. I said, we need to, okay? Because we communicated off and on back. He was there. He was always in my life, but we just didn't get along because I hated him. And, that day, man, I stopped hating him. And look, when you believe, George, I
Mm-hmm.
started feeling better. I started feeling better. I left the hospital. And do you know that man, that same man who was in there, who was in the hospital with me, we had the same thing. He died.
Mm-hmm.
Hate will kill you. That hatred will kill you. To all these people, man, even if you're listening to the video, you can change. You can change yourself right now. See, being racist, that's a decision. That's not a lifestyle choice. It's a decision. You make a decision to do that. And you can
Mm-hmm.
change that decision to be that way. See? All it comes with just a thought. That's all it is. That's all. But I'm done with that. We're gonna move on to the next category, man.
Okay.
Um, you know, just glad y'all listening, man. Glad y'all. Some people listen. I hope some
Yeah.
people heard it. And Reggie, I'm sorry, Ronald Finkley in the super chat, man. Super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's some good comments, man. A lot of good discussion. Thank y'all for respecting each other. I see my main man, Little 95, the War Machine, TJ 347. I mean, everybody. George in the comment, man. Everybody in that comment thread is very positive, man. And I want to do that, man, because some of us, I was there, man. I hated my dad for 15 years, and it put me in the hospital. I would have
Yeah.
died.
Like Coach, my father and I, he was in and out of my life. My mom had to raise me and my brothers and sisters, and a few years ago, he came around for a good bit, and me and him set up peace. He's been dead for about 4 years this summer, but we made our peace with each other, and I can understand what you're saying, because I know how it is. It's happening when but I had it's a good thing it was with me. I had my uncles, my older brother, my grandfather. They were there, and they taught me as much how to be a man as much as I can, and I can understand that.
Whoa, hold the horses.
Whoa!
Super chat, super chat, super chat.
Super chat!
Okay, TJ
Shout out to the War
347.
Machine.
He wants that super chat to go to the War Machine, and that's where it's gonna go. Okay, the War
Hey,
Machine, Brittany
Brittany, you
Neiman
gassing?
will be
You
receiving
got
that
50
$50.
bucks.
She'll be receiving that $50 super chat. I will be
Take your
delivering that
baby
to
out.
her.
Yeah, take that to your baby for like a little late birthday gift or something. Take your husband out for like a to Olive Garden. Wine and Diamond tonight.
Salute to TJ 347 in the super chat.
Yeah,
Okay,
TJ's
guys.
always been a good donator. TJ's
Okay, let's go ahead now. Let's move on. Okay, Ketlen Vieira,
okay.
pretty much, she pretty much saying Amanda's a sellout, man. And when I go and I look in some forums that's talking about Amanda, even on Amanda Nunes' own Twitter, she a lot of Brazilian fans, they're really upset with Amanda. They're really upset. And Ketlen Vieira feels like Amanda Nunes done sold her out. Like Ketlen really, okay? Ketlen really, okay, she's apologized. Hey guys, go ahead, slap Dre Kriegs with the wrench now. Just keep removing his comments. You don't have to block him because he ain't saying nothing racist, but just
Hey,
just take his cut because he didn't call in. Okay, he wouldn't call in. You don't want to talk. Just get rid of him. Okay, just don't block him though because he not being racist. We'll agree on something. Okay.
mhm.
All right.
Just drop the
Appreciate
wrenches
it.
on the
Yep.
wrench.
Just keep slapping him with the wrench. He done. Okay.
Mhm.
Keep timing his
He has,
ass out.
if you don't have the courage to step up and back his convictions, he has no right to put nothing on this on the panel.
No, yeah,
So just be
yeah.
quiet and
Yep.
just listen.
Yep, he can't. He can't. There's nothing he can do now. I'm not even listening to him. I ain't finna entertain the dude. He done. But yeah, okay. So Ketlen Vieira is pretty much calling Amanda, I mean, a Brazilian sellout. And because Amanda, she was the one talking about, hey, um, I want to fight Ketlen Vieira next. That's what she said. Then she said, well, I want to fight
Uh,
Cyborg. I want to fight Ketlen. And now, okay, I want to fight Holly Holm. I mean, what are your thoughts, man? I mean, y'all like literally tell me what's up, man, and just be like
this,
real.
yeah, I would preliminary talent, but I think I'm gonna go PG-13. But it's just she's just wishy washy. I mean, she's scared of Cyborg. Then she's gonna use that same Brazilian sisterhood crap, and then she want to fight Holly Holmes. I mean, take like this: Holly should be fighting Catlin, and then and Mario should fight somebody. Or like this: Mario and Catlin should be fighting. Then in between Mario and Catlin, they should fight Holly, or they give a straight shot to Nunes. And Nunes might well go ahead and fight Cyborg, take the payday and the butt whooping, and and then if you want, you fight Holly after that, or wait till between Ketlen and Mario and fight one of them. But she just getting wishy washy. And, I mean, I wasn't really much a big fan of Amanda Nunes because she did beat Ronda Rousey because I was a Ronda Rousey fan, and I'm still not a fan of hers. I mean, she just you know she's hate sound like what Brian said, but she's garbage. She is. I mean, you can't sell fights. You beat up your girlfriend's girlfriend. I mean, it's just you know, there's nothing you can do for her. She might as well go ahead and take this butt whooping for Cyborg, take the payday, and just sit back and wait between either Catelyn, Marin, or Amanda or Holly to fight. But just go ahead and just do something. Don't waste our time. Don't hold up the belt. I mean, you know, be about it or don't be about it. That's all I can say. God.
Yeah, uh, Amanda Nunes to me beats Holly. Okay, she's gonna beat Holly Holm. It's gonna be a good fight versus Cyborg, but I think Cyborg wins that fight. So
Yeah.
it's not like Amanda is lacking skill set. Okay, I mean it's not. It's not like Amanda Nunes is lacking the skill set to do what she talking about doing. She beat Ketlen Vieira too. Yeah, she beat Ketlen. But here go the thing, man. Okay, so you gave your girl Rocky Pennington a title shot. And you backed it because, Amanda co-signed it. She co-signed it. Rocky Pennington was running around here crying, and, I didn't get my title shot yet. I was injured, and you know I was. Amanda Nunes co-signed it. Amanda Nunes co-signed the entire thing. So her girl getting a title shot, right? And they supposed to be all cool. They supposed to be Brazilian because they supposed to be cool. And Brazilians, they a tight-knit culture. I know a lot of Brazilians, okay? And now when it's time for your girl to get a title shot, or you turn her down because you feel that the Holly fight is going to do more numbers, you'll make more money, which she probably will. But how much money did she make fighting Rocky Pennington on pay-per-views? How is Amanda Nunes going to explain this? See
And
what I'm
then,
saying?
like you say, remember that most of the people walked out during the fight. See, who was fighting this? I forgot who was also in that card. They stayed for, I think, was it that chick that kicked the Japanese chick and knocked, and I think is she Brazilian or something? And who else? I forgot who was on that card. But I mean, they stayed for those fights, and then they walked out, and you're supposed to be the champion. You're supposed to be Brazilian champion. Her and Claudia Gadelha, they don't have no love for Brazil anymore. They lost their love.
Nah, man,
You
yeah,
know.
they don't lost their love. But I think that's wrong, though, man. I think that's wrong. If you gonna tell a girl that you're gonna give her a fight, okay?
Hmm.
If you gonna tell the girl that you're gonna give a fight, okay, then I think you should honor that and give the girl a fight. Okay? I think you should get that girl a fight. I think she deserves a fight. And, I mean, y'all gave it to Rocky, and Rocky ain't no draw. Okay? You gave Rocky a shot, she ain't no draw. So how about Ketlen Vieira? She is the rightful number one contender to the title. It's not Holly Holm, okay? I disagree with
Hmm.
Brian. I don't think Holly Holm, okay? I do not think Holly Holm sucks. I don't think she's a bad fighter. I just think that, and to further debunk, some of the things he said, and I'm not picking on Brian, okay? I'm not doing that. But, her striking sucks. Well, Holly Holm had very good striking before she got to the UFC. Your striking percentage is gonna go down when you fight the upper tier, the upper echelon of fighters. The more skillful your percentage is gonna go down because they got better defense. You're not gonna be able to hit them like you used to when you was in Invicta, when you was in LFA. You're not gonna find those people because they're gonna know how to avoid these because in the UFC you got high level Muay Thai kickboxing practitioner, you got boxing practitioner that's good at slipping and getting out of the way of stuff. You got those people. So now your percentage is going to go down. I don't necessarily think Holly Holm is a bad fighter. I just think that she's running up on people who they're just better than she is. I think that's what's happening. But there's no way in shape and form that she deserves another title shot. It should not be. Okay, I mean you're 2-6. I think what she's 2-4 or 2-6 or whatever. Okay, she 2 and something.
Yeah.
She's only 2 wins in her last 6 fights. That's not good,
Uh-huh.
man. That's not good. And you can't even
And
justify it except for, oh, wait a minute, we got the Holly Holm Sims that want to see the crack of her butt in the octagon. That's it. And I'm just being real. That's it. That's the only reason why that she would get another title shot. That's it.
and like I said, like I said, like this, she after she lost to Misha, then Valentina pieced it up. GDR got past her. Then she then she beat Spech Kohea. Then Cyborg rips a new one into him, and then she beats a greenhorn like Megan. They give her too many. They give more opportunities than any fighter should get. I mean, I didn't see too many men fighters get that many opportunities, like Tito Ortiz or Rampage Jackson or or Chuck Liddell. I mean, if those guys were on like a 4 losing streak, they've been up and out. And it's just it's a double standard. We come down to like if like look at a pop gun a pop gun page. I mean, this chick she should be up and out. And you just keep pushing these fighters along. I mean, you have fighters who really have potential, who really can climb up the ladder, who really can make the sport better. But they're pigeonholing them, and they're pushing these, you know, these just these chumps, these scouts. Just the Holly Holmes and the Paige Van Zants and the Kinsey Dern. And you're looking over like Tatiana Suarez. You're looking over Ketlen Vieira, Marion. You're looking over
But see,
Sarge Eubank. I mean, the list goes on and on. And you keep feeding these other fighters who are not really doing much. I mean, like I said
see,
again, she's 2 and 6. After she won the
I'm a,
title, she's been 2 and 6.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Marion deserves a title shot right now. But I think
Mm-hmm.
Marion deserves to fight Ketlen to fight for the title. Okay?
Yeah,
So
that's
I've
what I
always
see.
come on and said that. See, and you have people still, and you got dummies. Oh, you just biased because it's Marion. That's why. But I've never, nobody's ever heard anybody come out my mouth saying that Marion Reyno deserves a title shot. Ain't nobody ever heard that because I ain't never said it. I said Marion deserves a shot at fighting Ketlen Vieira to fight for the title. Hell, Marion Reyno said the same thing. Marion Reyno said the exact same thing. She said the exact same thing. She said, hey, you know what? I don't think I deserve a title shot right now, but I want to fight Ketlen for a title shot. Marion said it. So, here go the thing, man. Amanda Nunes, she sold out. Okay? And we can say that she going to make money for doing it. She's going to get pay-per-view points for doing this, okay? She'll get a flat fee. She'll get her contract fee, what she going to make. She'll get her Reebok money. And then she'll
Mhm.
probably get some pay-per-view points because the Holly Holm, if you got Holly Holm on your undercard or your main event, that's going to sell 250,000 right then and there. Her and Cyborg can do 250,000, okay? I mean, just off gate against a stupid non-known opponent. Both of them can do that, okay? They can. So thing of it is, though, where does this leave people like Ketlen? See, here go the whole thing, man. Here go the whole thing. Okay, people say that, well, these people ain't a draw. These people ain't this, The fighters and the UFC, they both got to do their job, okay? The fighters, they can't sit around. Like, when Juliana realized that she felt like she wasn't getting pushed by the UFC, Juliana Pena didn't sit at home and start crying.
Mhm.
Juliana Pena
Mhm.
got busy. Okay, Juliana Pena started going around. I mean, just making herself visible. She started calling fights. I mean, Juliana started doing interviews. She started doing podcasts. Juliana Pena did everything she needed to do to get her name out there. Okay, Juliana Pena to me single-handedly sold that fight when she fought Valentina because she was doing so much trash talking. And I thought Juliana was doing just too much of the trash, but she sold the fight. Juliana Pena was on point. She was selling that fight. She was doing her thing. She was grinding. And Juliana's still grinding right now. She's still calling fights. See, just because she ain't been around, that don't mean she ain't been inactive. Juliana be doing like meet and greets. She be doing signing things. I mean, Juliana Pena is active, but see, Juliana had to initiate a lot of that by herself. Okay,
Hmm.
Amanda Nunes, she started, she's in charge of talent relations for the Brazilian fighters in Invicta. She does that. That's a big step in that direction. But don't nobody know who Amanda Nunes is. They don't know because, Amanda Nunes barely go to other fights unless she's participating. I mean, she went to UFC. It was a fight night here where I live at. Amanda Nunes was there.
Charlotte.
Yep, she did a meet and greet.
Hmm.
Okay, she did a meet and greet. She did that, and then she also did a public meet and greet. Okay, so see, she done some of that, but it's like now, okay, it's done slowed down. It's done slowed down. She not a draw. I guarantee
Hmm.
you, Juliana Pena more of a draw than Amanda Nunes. I bet you
And
Juliana's more of a
we,
draw. You put Juliana on the
and
main
then,
event, she gonna sell the card. Amanda ain't selling no card.
yeah, with Juliana, she took a page from Rampage Jackson and Chael Sonnen. The trash talk page. I mean, that's what she's doing. And you can't forget also Valentina. She's grinding out there right now. She's waiting for Nico to sign the contract. Sign the contract, Nico, and she's doing translation. The last one was the last that Chile. That are fighting Chile. She's doing I think a commercial for Modelo. She's she was at that little thing that Wireless got be able to get that drop for you for.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, I just got a drop
you
from.
they got to, the women have to do their own work. And the fact is, UFC's not pushing them now.
They
Like
not.
now, you see Conor McGregor do a commercial for Burger King. You can see Stippy doing a commercial for I think was it a Modelo. You can see Paige Van Zant and a couple of fighters doing tire commercial. You see Nagano and a super Northcutt, what's the face, Sage Northcutt and Sika Calvillo do commercials. But you're not, and it's just. But these other fighters who have the talent, who have the skill, have to really become their own promoters. Have to become their own sponsors. They have to go out there. They have to say, hey, I'm gonna do meet and greet. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a charity. I'm gonna do that, and put my name out there and that's what they got to do. And it's sad that this company don't see, hey, we have a great fighter. This is a great fighter. She has great potential. She has a future. We need to put our money behind this person.
Well,
But they're willing to put
go ahead.
their money and their stuff behind somebody who don't really have it just because they got a
It's
fake.
it's all in how it's how they do it, man. See, people may not know Ketlen Vieira, but see, they're gonna the UFC. They got a certain amount of dollars, right? They got a certain
Mm-hmm.
amount of dollars that they're gonna invest in fighter promotion, okay? And of course, they're gonna get the people that's gonna appeal to the demographics the most of. But see, here go the thing, man. See,
Mm-hmm.
with a fighter like Ketlen Vieira, if you want to justify giving her a title shot, she's more popular than Amanda Nunes in Brazil, okay? You can, man, you start putting herself, because in Brazil it's cheap to do stuff over there. You start putting,
Yeah.
Ketlen Vieira, like call them like a Brazilian triumvirate or something, like put her and Chris Cyborg together. Just put all them, put her posters and do signs, and actually, hype her up in Brazil that she's gonna fight
Yeah.
Amanda in Brazil. With a fight like that with Ketlen, you don't let Ketlen fight in America. You let Ketlen fight in Brazil, where the pay-per-view
Mm-hmm.
numbers are going to be good. They're going to pay. The gate sales are going to be great. They're going to pay for that because they want to see the two Brazilians get it on. They're going to watch. Okay? But
You could like.
you start somewhere. You start somewhere. You even, her English, it sucks. But you have
Yeah.
Ketlen, like let Ketlen do some broadcasts, man. Let her do it, and talk in Brazil. When you have any fight nights over in Brazil, let Ketlen Vieira you do it. Like, see, it's ways to
Or
get the girl out there, man. It's ways to do it. It's ways to get the job done. Okay, and then Ketlen Vieira, instead of sitting back on social media like Twitter not gonna help these fighters. It don't help. You got to get out there. You got to get off your ass. You got to get in there. You got to start going into meet and greets. You got to let people take photographs of you doing stuff in the community. Like Cyborg. Cyborg is everywhere. She's out giving food to the
Mhm.
homeless. Cyborg is doing Zumba classes, helping people lose weight. Chris Cyborg is out there talking to kids at school. See, Chris is out there. It took Chris a lot of years to get to this point to where people know who she is, but she was willing to put the work in. She was grinding because Chris realized, well, I'm Chris Cyborg. I'm this great fighter, but I'm not going to get a lot of promotion. I got to go do it. And she got, Ray Ellaby, her husband. He started turning the wheels in motion, Had Chris out
Oh,
there, had Chris at a fight, had Chris, she was at Clarissa Shields' boxing match, and she walked Clarissa Shields out to the ring. I mean, see, Chris Cyborg is doing all of this stuff, man, all of this stuff, and she's supporting Deontay Wilder. I mean, Chris Cyborg is everywhere. That's what you got to do. Ketlen Vieira got to get out of that mindset. I'm gonna complain on social media. I mean, do you know how many damn people complain on social media every day? And ain't nobody looking
almost
at that.
everybody.
Dude, let's look at Ketlen Vieira's social media. Let's look at it. Like, let's look at her Twitter and how many followers do she have following her? Like, let's really look. Okay, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. Let's look. Okay, you don't just get people following you, man. They don't follow you. You got to get out and do stuff. Like Valentina, she had to work hard, man, to get those followers on social media. She had to. Okay, I mean, she didn't just sit there because when she first came into the game 3 years ago, didn't nobody know who the hell she was. Nobody. But guess what? Valentina was out there doing some stuff. Okay, so Ketlen Vieira, she's 10-0, and she's only got 21,000 followers on Instagram. Okay, that's not a lot considering you're a UFC fighter and you're the number 2 ranked. But now we go to people like Holly Holm. Okay, and Holly Holm does a lot of work. Believe it or not, she's always out doing meet and greets. Okay, Holly
Mhm.
Holm got 1.7 million followers. Okay, on social media, on Instagram by herself. Let's look at Valentina. Okay, Valentina got 430,000 followers on Instagram. Took her a lot of years to do that. Okay, I mean, folks, this not rocket science, y'all. You get out there, you do meet and greets, okay, and then you go to where you're supposed to be. That's what you do. You go do it. You keep working your name. You keep putting your name out there. You keep doing it, and then eventually, guess what? People begin to follow you. Like Juliana Pena, she got what? Close to 150,000 followers. She got close to
What about
150,000. She got close to 150,000 followers. But Juliana
what about
Pena,
Marion?
Marion got about what? She got about 15 grand. But she not out there as much. She not out there as much. She do stuff, but see, like people like Valentina and Juliana, they doing broadcast on TV, okay? So like Marion ain't doing no broadcast on TV. She doing meet and greets. She's doing like like going to schools and stuff like that. That don't get you a whole lot of views, man. But when you out doing broadcast like Valentina and Juliana doing, when you at every function that you can get to, like they everywhere. When you on podcasts week in and week out, people are gonna know who you are. And plus, Juliana is very vocal. Valentina she's becoming more vocal. She's actually speaking her mind, and people like that. I say by the end of this year, Valentina gonna be over 1 million followers. And when she win the belt, I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna be overnight. It's gonna be overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we can let Chris Cyborg. I think Chris Cyborg is let me see. How many followers Chris got 168,000 Instagram followers. She had to
What
work
about
for that.
Thug Rose?
Rose Namajunas. Let me
Yeah.
see. Rose Namajunas got 1 million Instagram followers. See, that's what I'm telling you. But they out and about, buddy. They out and about.
hmm And
They
Rose, she does a lot of stuff. Like one thing, I think I suggest that Rose should do. She should do like she's about mental health. If she do like PSA for mental health and stuff like that, then people probably come out like say, you know what? If she has problems like that, or she has it in her family, maybe that'll
yeah.
get people to come out, and she'll get a bigger fan base on that.
But guess what though? See, Rose Bojangles got a bigger fan base than Rose. But see, listen, Rose wasn't that big until she fought Bojangles twice.
Mm-hmm.
Now after she beat Joanna, after she beat Bojangles 2 times, guess what?
She shot up.
She shot up there quick.
Mm-hmm.
But see, even Bojangles understand what you got to do. They don't push Bojangles that much, to be honest. I mean, we laugh at her. I make fun of her because it's fun. But Bojangles even know, okay? She even know, like, look, I got to get out here. I got to talk to these people. I got to go talk to these media people. See, Bojangles they not afraid. They're not afraid to get out there and talk to people. They're not afraid to go get the microphone in their face. It's some fighters. It's a chore. It's a chore to some fighters. Like, oh, I gotta go talk. No, the people like Bojangles, they gonna go out there and talk to the media. People like Rose, they're down to earth people. They're gonna talk to media. They're gonna do podcasts. See, these people they're watchable, and people want to. They want to deal with them. And I'm just that's just how it is. And I think Marion,
Like
her numbers
like
going to increase. Her numbers going to increase after she fight Kat Zingano. Guarantee you. She get in
like
there and she beat
like
Kat
it,
Zingano, her numbers are going to go up because why? A lot of people. Kat Zingano got 400,000 followers. Okay, like she
mhm.
got 400,000 followers. You don't think some of them followers gonna shoot up and start following Marion after they fight? Sure they are.
Because like yeah, because see, Cat that she's like Cat when she came in, she was a superstar. She was just she was burning high. But then after that fight with Ronda Rousey, she started dropping off. She lost to Juliana Pena. Then come back. She's been gone for almost 2 years. Comes back. Loses to Ketlen, and then and she's still kind of struggling. You know, but like I said, if one thing, if she does beat Marion, then I think she might pick up her more of her people back. But if she loses to Marion, then Marian's gonna get those people because they're gonna follow her and say, "Wow, this woman who looks like you said again, she's 40, looks like she's 30, and she just beat one of the women in the top 10, you know, and
But
she's gonna get support. She's gonna
but
say,
see
"Hey,
and see the Instagram also tell the story too. See that tell the story, man. This is why these girls and I hate to say it, but the road to the title is a popularity contest. It really is, man. And it sucks. It sucks for them that they're not popular, man. It really do. But the UFC looking at this like, okay, now this is gonna be something. This is really some kicking some good knowledge here. They're looking at this like, okay, so this is business, okay? It's not
yep,
personal. It's just business, okay? And business is telling us that we got a lot of people following Amanda. We got a lot of people following. We got a lot of people following
Holly,
Holly. Sorry, not Amanda, but Amanda got a pretty good following too. And Amanda got like what 430,000 followers. So you would think that
mm-hmm,
maybe even 10% of those people would buy pay-per-view. 10 to 20% will buy it. Okay, Holly Holm got a million people following her. You would think that maybe 25 to 30% of those people buy pay-per-view. See, this is what the UFC, man. This is what they think. That's how they think. So when they start booking these fights and these title shots, sometimes it is money. And then if it's gonna be like a highlighter on the card, if they're gonna headline the card, they're not gonna put two people that's headlining the card that don't have a huge following on social media. They ain't gonna do it.
mm-hmm,
They not. So it comes down to a straight business decision. And for the UFC, Marin Renault is gonna have to walk through hell. She's gonna have to walk through fire.
mm-hmm,
She's gonna have to be even if she beat Kat Zingano. Okay, that's not gonna be enough. Okay, she's gonna have to beat somebody else. Why? Because it's not about the fight game. It's a popularity contest.
mm-hmm.
It's a beauty contest. And see, Maureen is one of those people that she's not willing to go and take her clothes off and show large amounts of skin. Like she not, she don't want to do that. She really don't. That's not her game. She don't care to do that.
Yeah,
And she's uncomfortable, showing large amounts of skin. She don't like it.
yeah,
She told me that. And she like to be a classy lady. So for people like Maureen who don't do that, people like Ketlen, they're not, they don't wear, low amounts of clothes. It's gonna be hard for them because they true fighters. They real true fighters. They in
mm-hmm,
there. It was tough for Cyborg. It was tough for Cyborg. I
mm-hmm,
mean, she had to do it for years, use her fist. But also too being the most dominant fighter and on a winning streak for what over 15 years, that also plays a role. But Cyborg had to actually work harder. She worked harder than Holly Holm, and she still don't even have a million people following her. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm just telling you, it's
But like thing
crazy.
is like this one thing like someone like like someone like Paige Van Zandt or maybe Michelle Watterson. They just put them in a little bikini, spray a little oil on them, and put a camera on them. Hey, they don't have a problem with it. But if these women who like, hey, I want to be treated as a fighter, if you don't do that with the guys, why do it with me? And
Well,
I see their point. But
see,
like I said again, it's a popularity contest, like you said, Coach.
with Michelle Watterson too. See, Michelle has been on TV a lot. She's been on Fox. She's been on UFC. Post fights. She's been doing analysts. See, Michelle
Mm-hmm.
Watterson, she's been out there. Okay, she's really and truly been out there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So people they're gonna want to fight Michelle. That's why Rose ultimately ended up like they gave her the fight because Michelle was popular. And
Yeah.
see, when it comes to pay-per-views and you're looking at popularity, I mean, go back and look at if you go back and do what I did, look at data. Just look at data from, social media popularity to pay-per-views, you will begin to see that there's a direct correlation. Like they just didn't start paying Cyborg 500 grand a pop to fight. They know she popular, and they know now that people they're gonna buy the pay-per-views. They're gonna pay to watch Cyborg. That's just what it is. That's just how it is. They
Coach,
gon' they gonna
hey,
do it.
Coach, you remember the movie The Running Man with Arnold
Yeah,
Schwarzenegger,
yeah, I remember
and
that.
how he was called this bad guy, evil guy. But by towards the end of the movie, the people started liking him and saw him as a hero, and that's how it is. Because like with Cyborg, people start she's a bad guy, but people start realizing she's not a bad guy. She's a real hero. You know, and she's fighting not just for herself, but for everybody.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah. She is, man. She fighting for everybody. But see, too, man. Let me tell you something, man. See, minorities and black folks, some people just don't want to be the villain, man. And I know that sometimes if you play the villain, it will sell and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Floyd Mayweather did it for years, but he embraced that. But some minorities, man, they don't embrace that. And I feel like that, I just don't. I feel like if you don't want to be a villain, you don't have to be a villain. Okay? If you don't want to play the role of a villain, you don't have to. You should be able to play whatever role you want to play, and then let your fist and your feet and your ground game do the talking. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Intrust Gaming, calling me old, boy. I'm old. I'm younger than your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I just turned
Uh,
40.
but
You
like I
young,
said,
you
I'm
a
gonna
little
quote
young. You're a young punk.
like
Hell, that's
young boy.
talking about
Like I say,
old is
I like to quote
punk
movies,
ass dude.
and one of my
Oh,
favorite movies.
he's
Yeah,
like,
I like to quote movies, and one of my favorite movies is Dark Knight. With there's a part where they're sitting there talking about how Batman said either this is the choice you have. It goes back to either leave and be the hero, or stay long enough to become the villain.
well, I tell you what, man. I tell you what. I don't want to play villain, bro. I don't want to play the villain,
Hey,
and
villains have more fun in movies.
they do, but some people don't.
I
Some
don't
people
wanna-
don't want to do it.
yeah.
Like Amanda Nunes, she don't like being a villain. I think Amanda would be a good
Mm-hmm.
villain, and she make more money. Okay, I think Amanda would be a great villain, and I think she would do good at it. But Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg, they don't like being a villain, man. Some people they
Mm-hmm.
just don't want to. They don't want to go to that role because it's uncomfortable. They just don't want to do it. And I can't blame them, Like Juliana Pena, she embraced it. She enjoyed being a villain, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She enjoyed being a villain because she, knew that she would get her popularity up. That's all good. She wanted to be that darn villain, okay?
And like
Yeah,
with the villain, everybody like this. You love to hate the bad guy. You do.
yeah,
Like Tony Montana. So I'm the bad guy. What's it for me? You don't. You love. Who you gonna love?
yeah.
It's like that.
Well, Keith, yeah, Keith. I don't have no wrinkles or none of that stuff, man. I don't have no wrinkles, dog. Look, man.
I got a
Honestly,
few gray hairs myself.
I got very little, man. I have people just they ask me if I'm in my early 30s, but I'm a vegan, man. I eat a lot of raw food. I drink a lot of water. I do fast yearly. So it's people that I used to coach who in their 20s, man. They older than they look older. Like you see their hands got all these darn wrinkles in it, and like I'm like, what the heck? What you been doing to yourself, man? What you
One,
been doing to yourself? Like
one,
and then I look at some of their faces, man, and them dudes they done age, man. Like yeah, okay, just the other day, man, on Monday, okay, I was having lunch with one of my old athletes, man, and I swear to God, somebody rolled up on me, and it was a this female I used to train. She rolled up on me. She said, "Oh, what's up, coach?" I said, "What's going on, man?" And I said, "Nothing." And she said, "Oh, okay. So who your buddy? Is this your older brother?" And I thought she was just joking. I said, "No, this ain't my older brother. He like 30. Yeah, I'm 40." She
mm-hmm.
said, "He 30." Yeah, she said, "Psh, you look younger than him." I said, "Nah, you lying." But some of y'all follow me on Facebook. Y'all saw a photograph of me and this guy standing side by side, you know, and man. But it's this food, man. And that would be that would be
I,
a subject for another video. But it's this food.
yeah,
It's this food that
yeah, I
people
know.
eating, and it's making, when you turn 40, you're not supposed to look like you 40. You're supposed to look like in your 30s at least, your early 30s. And I'm sorry, I don't eat a lot of bad food, man. I've been blessed
I,
to have good
I,
genes to where I don't look older. I don't look older.
I just sometimes, coach, I'm sorry. There's like, especially when I work the club at night. When I leave sometimes, and I've been working there from I get there from the early evening and don't leave till like maybe the next morning, and then I stop at Waffle House and I get myself a sandwich
Yeah.
and some hash browns. And I go home. But with me, I don't drink, I don't smoke. It's just some things I know I need to keep out my body, but it's just it'd be like it be calling me, coach. It be calling me. It be calling me. It be calling my name. Call me Pookie.
Yeah, it's just in the food, man. Like
Yeah.
I tell y'all my regimen, and see, even if you look like you age, you know what? Your body, you can reverse it and look younger. Like, you can do it in about 6 months. And what I do, okay? What I do is, like, in the morning, okay? I do one or two things. I drink some water. I drink spring water, like natural spring water, come up out the ground. I drink like 2 glasses of that. Or, if I know I'm not gonna have lunch, then I got this lemonade mixture, like, fresh, well, lime. I'm sorry, I use a lime. I use a grade B maple syrup. I use water, put a little cayenne pepper in that, and I drink that. I drink a big glass of that, go throughout the day. And then for lunch, you know, I have a smoothie or I drink salad, and my smoothie is full of veggies. And then when I go to dinner, okay, when I go to dinner, okay, I'm eating something. I'm like eating a lot of greens, a lot of green leafy things, man. I don't eat no starches. I don't eat any of that. Starches belong in your clothes, not in your body. So I mean, I eat that stuff, and then I come back, and it's just I'm still able to do stuff. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't. I look younger than what people think I am. So it is what it is, man. I just try to keep it up, and then I exercise. If I don't exercise, I try to break a sweat. I'll do some work. I work out. I do push-ups. I go to my gym and just get a full like circuit in. Okay, and that's it. And I keep it. I keep my youth. When I turn 50, I want to look like I'm 35. That's just how it is. Like my cousin. We on the same diet, and he's 52. But I'm gonna tell y'all, you see him. He don't have any gray, no gray whatsoever. His his skin is smooth, and you would think this guy's 32, literally. And it's like when we hang out, it's like young women, they attracted to him. Very young women, they're attracted to him. And he's fit. He don't have an ounce of fat on him, and he don't have wrinkles. No gray, no gray. What you can't find no gray on him, and people think that this guy is young. I'm like, wow, God, dog. But see, he the one that would turn me on. He said, "Yeah, man, you just drink more water,
Mm,
man. You put more water in your system, man." He said, "I'm telling you to make your skin pliable." He said, "Man, you'll be 70."
mm,
Like that's that woman, that 70-year-old woman who looked like she like 38. Like I forgot Angelique. Her name's Angelique something. She's 70 something, and she looked like she 38. Like she looked good, man. I'm talking about skin still smooth. I mean, she's still like nice and curvy. Got a figure. I'm like, God,
mm,
dog,
mm.
God, dog. She looked
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah, coach.
But
I
it's
want to say, I think we talk about, like I said, we talk about
yeah.
when you about I watched your interview with Hannah Gabriel's, and
Hmm.
and also I think there's some people forgot we're not mentioned about on that same card is Kristen Hammer.
Christina Hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's on the undercard, and you're saying that what they want to do is if uh 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 Khalees gets past her, is they'll try to set up a fight between her and Hammer.
I mean, it won't matter, man, because Clarissa Shields gonna
Yeah.
beat the crap out of her. Hammer got to get past Natasha Spence.
If he's supposed to fighting Tori Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to do that a little more. I need, like I said, I need to buy more water. I'm like, you give me some good ideas of what I need because, like I said, I'm getting older. It won't be long for I'll be turning, and and like I said, like I said, I do help take care of my mom and do a little stuff. And I think I need to try to stay a little longer than I need to.
Yeah, you know what though,
That's
the thing of it is though, it's more it's a lifestyle, man. It's not even discipline, it's a lifestyle because, I just want to I just want to maintain, I still want to do what I got to do,
mm-hmm,
Um, but this food now, man, that you're eating is laced with acrylamide, and you got all kind of different chemicals, man, that's aging, that's making people sick, man. And part of what I do here too, I help people reverse like stuff like diabetes, or stuff like diabetes and having circulation issues. I help them do that because that stuff it shouldn't exist, man. All you got to do is eliminate the processed foods, and you start eating like eat clean, and you get the starches out of your diet, you get the blood out your diet, you get all that stuff out your diet, and then your body begin to do what it's supposed to do, operate functionally, like literally. And then you won't even really need to go to the doctors, man. Like you won't need them. You won't need them, like, cause you never be sick. It's crazy, man. But people like to go to Taco Bell and McDonald's and Burger King. Man, that stuff is laced. It's like that's poison. And all it's doing, man, is disrupting your system and messing up your autoimmune system. Like some of you dudes, y'all running around here, you got eczema, and you say, but eczema, all it is a response to what you eating. If you stop eating it and if you just clean out, if you cleanse your body yearly, you don't really get eczema. You don't need any creams. You don't need all these heavy doctor visits, man. Like I used to have eczema like crazy, man. And I cleaned my diet up, man. That stuff in remission, man. It can't even do what it got to do because you heal your gut, all kind of stuff, man. And I see people, they always say, "Yeah, man, you skinny, you too thin." So they say you too thin, and
mm-hmm.
you doing this, but I ain't. And look, I ain't taking no medicine. I'm taking zero meds, and they on like, some of my aunts on $500 worth of medications, and they sitting here trying to get me to eat this fried chicken. They want me to eat these biscuits, these buttermilk biscuits. I'm not eating that crap.
Oh God, oh God, you just.
Man, for what?
Oh,
I'm not eating no
I'm
buttermilk
sorry.
biscuits. I'm not eating that crap, man. For what? So I can be on
I'm.
$500 worth of medication like you? No, I'm not finna do that. You're not finna guilt trip me
I
because
said.
I'm not eating, I'm not eating soul food. I'm not eating no soul food. No, that food take the soul out you. That's what it do. All the,
It's something like I think
ham and
it's something
macaroni
that
and cheese
just
stuff kill you, man.
where it something goes back to grandfather and my other family was saying that back when we like they were coming up, you couldn't like stuff like beef, you couldn't afford it because it was too expensive. The white people own it, so most of the time all you had was either pig or chicken. And pig, pig didn't cost too much to raise. And then, I had an aunt. When she lived out in the country, she had hogs. She slaughtered and killed them, and took the meat and sold it. Stripped the meat. Like make sausages and stuff out of it. And that's how it was. It's hard for us to break away from because when we're originally from Africa, we wasn't that much dependent on meat. We did eat a lot of more vegetables and more fruits and stuff. But then we came to America and became slaves, and then the way like one thing like it's just the way that how we learn to eat. Like you go to a Chinese restaurant, what they really eat is not what you see on those buffets. That's not what they really eat. I know friends, they eat stuff like they eat more they eat rice, they eat more vegetables. They like what they love to eat was like they take the chicken feet and they fry them up real good and they pop them like popcorn. That what you see on that bar when you go to a Chinese restaurant like a buffet, that's not what they really eat. That's ghetto Chinese food to give to Americans.
Yeah, they go. They get themselves the good stuff. But
Yeah.
my man said so. Bill Lash, he said rice, potato, and pasta and bread. Yeah, man. I don't mess with that. If I eat pasta, I make my own pasta. I make zucchini pasta, and I got like a thing that I can take a piece of zucchini and put it in there. It'll stream it in the noodles. I make zucchini pasta. Um, and rice. If I eat rice, I eat wild rice. I eat wild rice. It take longer to cook wild rice, and you get impatient. But
Brown rice, yeah.
yeah, and if you can't do wild rice, then brown rice really to me is no better for you. I think jasmine rice and even white rice is somewhat better. I wouldn't eat either of those because they starches. Starch. Look, man, take a potato. I'm gonna tell you what you do. Okay, if you really really think that a potato is good for you, take a potato and break it down. Okay, like literally break it down, and you can put it into a powder form. Okay, and then put it in water. Okay, and then mix it in water. Put it on a pair of pants and iron it. That potato will take the wrinkles right out of your pants. Okay,
Oh,
that potato, a potato starch from a potato can take the wrinkles right out your pants. I'm telling you, man. And if you gotta have bread, they make Ezekiel bread. That's not too bad for you. You can do that, every periodically. They don't put a lot of the stuff in Ezekiel bread, you know. Uh, you know, yeah, cooking show is good. TC, it turned to a cooking show. Okay, but yeah, just well, we done talked about some stuff. Okay, we definitely we talked about Nico. Pretty much, man. Time's running out for her, man, and I think
yes.
they want this girl. They want this girl to
Sign the
actually they
contract
want her to sign, man. And
because you
Brittany
got to think
said
about it.
Brittany said I missed the Chitlin's comment. I didn't. I just don't like him. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. But like I said, she like it's June is just about over. And once you hit July, you hit the fourth, and then it's gonna fly past. You got August. She need to go ahead and sign the contract now. And if she got to sign it now because if you're gonna have fight September, you got to train for through July and August, and they had to fight. But if you're gonna fight it in September, not the 8th, why not have it in the end of the month? Put it on like I said, no point being on a UFC a pay per view show. Put it on one of the fight nights. That's only at the end of the month. It
We
is
was
September. That'd be
we
better way because that'd be give you time to train.
we were supposed to have this
But
fight in July, man. We were supposed to have it in July,
yeah,
and
yeah. But
we're not
now
getting
she's
this
pushing
fight.
September. We're not. If she pushes September, then and you got like I said, July is about here. Just another week left till July, and you got July, August. You want to fight in September, but that's not enough time.
Yeah,
So you either gonna have to push to October, which is what's more likely. She's gonna try to do that. She's gonna try to push to October so you can fight on the same card with Rose. That's what it sounds like to me.
yeah. It sounds like something like that, man. I don't know, but I'm just, you know, bruh. We've been
She's
smoking.
frustrating. I know she's frustrating.
We've been smoking Nico
She's
out hard, but man, it's only so much we can
she's
do, man. It's only so much we can do,
she's
man.
some she's somewhere in a wigwam in one of those sweat things. Trying to get visions or something.
Well, yeah, but we've been smoking out hard. And see, I'm gonna tell you something too. Oh, it's getting to it, and I think
Mm-hmm.
Nico done heard a few of these videos. I'm 1,000% sure
Mm-hmm.
Megan done heard a lot of these videos. So, we already know because we got people that's from her camp. They come listen to the videos. I think because one something that Nico said kind of had me thinking, man. I think she was over here because she said something to the extent of, "I'm not afraid of Valentina." You know who been saying that? I've been over here saying, "Yep, she's scared." I've been like the ringleader of saying she's scared. Okay, the ringleader. It's been me. Me. I've been a ringleader saying it, and you know what, man? And you've been saying it. A lot of people been saying. Guitar Babe done said it. She said it. I thought Guitar Babe was coming in the chat room, man, but she ain't want to come today.
She was in the live stream a while ago. I saw her.
She left.
She might have.
God
Hey,
dog.
everybody, is Good Time Base still there?
Man, I
Just
ain't even
say, just
because I had the screen off, man. I'm sitting here. Oh
you know,
man, Guitar Babe.
in General Africa, I think he's been gone. He probably went to bed. I mean,
Yeah, they
you
in the
know,
bed. Ooh, I'm finna go to bed too,
yeah,
man.
yeah. I got some
Yeah.
stuff I got to do in the morning myself. I was on here, like I said. Usually I'll be up and about, and then it takes, like I said, it takes me a while to go to sleep. I'm not that,
We
I'm
bouncing
used to
around
my old
today.
job. Yeah, my old job, I used to work like second shift, so now I get home to about 3 o'clock in the morning. So. And it's
Yeah.
hard, sometimes trying to get yourself to used to sleeping regular times again.
Yeah, we kind of bouncing
But like I
around.
said,
Sweet potatoes,
yeah,
though, they asked about. They're okay. You shouldn't eat them every day though.
yeah.
They got a high
Hey,
concentration. They got some starch in it. They got some starch in it. You know, just a little bit. Um, and you got to do that in moderation, man. Rice, you know, if you want to have rice every day, go to a wild rice. That stuff good for you, man. Wild rice is really good, and wild rice don't stay in your system long. It come right out, man. It go right into your intestines, and it clean them jokers right out, man. Wild rice is good. Um,
she talked
Pasta,
about bacon. I love bacon.
yeah, man. I ain't touching that stuff, man. I ain't touching that stuff, man. No, man. But anyway,
Yes,
okay. Well, guys, we done talked about everybody on the screen. You know, we've exhausted that. So, guys, and
yeah.
sorry, folks, my man didn't call in, but that's okay. That's okay.
It's scoured,
Yep,
scoured,
yep. He was scared.
scared coward,
He was
scared
scared.
coward.
He said, "Don't insult him." He got mad, and I'm pretty
Don't be
sure
scared.
there will be an
Like I said,
article somewhere. There'll probably be an article some he'll write, but that's
and
okay.
like I said, this is what we say like this. I'm gonna go by this line here. With Kayla Harrison, do not let these people hype you up. Look at example what happened with Megan. Look what happened to her. Caitlin Vieira. Just chill out. Do what you do. Make that work. Talk to somebody. Get yourself out there. Put your name out there. To the Russian chick with the Russian with the racist, forget you. Nico, sign a contract. Valentina, just be patient. Kat Zingano, you're one and done. And Marion, you are a queen. You are a princess, really, because Cyborg's a queen. I'd like to see you put her out, because and out there to Julia Pena. We probably won't see you next year. We hope to see you back. We'll maybe get your soft touch fight. We come back to Sarah McMahon. We probably won't see you to 2020. Take your time. Have your baby.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to my main man Chris Ray in the comment thread, man. This guy, he was rocking with me when I was doing boxing videos. He was rocking with me when I was doing track and field videos. Chris Ray been rocking with me since I started my channel. So,
Hey,
shout out
Chris
to my
Ray.
boy Chris Ray. I see you, Flower Child. I see my sister from another mom, Guitar Babe 21. I done already talked about. I just want to, just really, thank people for being in here. The War Machine, Brittany Neiman is here. She's in here. TC Johnson, my main man, TC Johnson, and that's my brother from another mom. Keep around MMA and boxing, man. Holding it down in the comment thread, slapping these trolls with the wrench. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because, we don't do trolls over here like that, man. The trolls have no voice. Thank you. And to that one, I know who you are. That's all I got to say. I know exactly who you are. You can only outsmart the BSU, the LDBC Behavioral Science Unit, for so long. And we always figure out who you are. We know who you are. Just remember, we know. Okay? DJ C was in the comment thread. Thank you guys for coming on in. Ronald Finkley and the people in the super chat, TJ347. Thank you in the super chat. Brittany will be receiving that. No worries.
Yeah.
Okay. Reggie the Tree in the super chat. Ronald Finkley. Yeah, I said them. Okay. Yep. Got everybody. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Shoot,
All right.
Yeah. LDBC. LDBC. And I'm out.
LBDC, CH, and Coach Searching Harris, CH Sports. Come on, baby. We are out. Good night, fam.